Hi y'all. Today we're going to be talking about the theory Publics and Counterpublics by the theorist Michael Warner. So I know you're probably wondering, what is a public? How can I get into a public? Where is a public? We're all going to answer that right now. So what exactly is a public? A public is a self-organized space of discourse that exists by virtue of being addressed. In contrast, we have what is called a counterpublic, which is not the dominant public. A perfect example of this is the LGBTQ community, which I am proudly a member of. So let's say a gay man walks into a straight bar. In that space, he is now a part of the counter public because the general public in a straight bar are straight people, so they don't have to hide their straightness. But that gay man has to hide a part of his identity because he is not a part of the quote-unquote dominant public in that dominant space. Jumping right back into the definition of a public, the last part of that definition is exists by virtue of being addressed, which is constituted through attention. So let me just give you guys a quick example. Around approximately 2 months ago, I took a trip down to Baltimore City. This was during the time of Black Lives Matter protests, right? As we were beginning to protest, we come across this guy who is standing in the way of everybody trying to walk down the street with a sign that says All Lives Matter. Keep in mind, All Lives Matter is the contrast to Black Lives Matter. As this man stands there, he begins to call us slurs, really just anything to hurt our feelings. But this is a creation of now what we will call a public. As he stands in the street, people are giving eye contact to each other because we are now acknowledging that we have seen the same message or the same text. This is a creation of a public because we are constituted through attention. This meaning that the attention or the text of the All Lives Matter have brought all of us strangers together in order to create a public. This is what Michael Warner would describe as strangers being called into interpolation. This means that we are all strangers who are receiving the same text. This again could be a hashtag, this could be whatever's going on in the public. We are all receiving it, that now makes us the public. This example makes the concept a lot easier to understand because as people, we are always creating a public. Unintentionally or intentionally. This could be from a text that we have just seen. This could be from somebody calling us and us turning our head. Even though we are strangers to each other, we are still receiving the same text. And when we receive that same text, we now have created a public within ourselves.